majority of news stories focus on bad behavior by teens, but most teens are well behaved and are unfairly portrayed. Teen curfew laws play into these negative stereotypes. While certain aspects of the argument for teen curfews may be justified, I do not believe that the implementation of these laws overall is necessary. There are certainly reasons to allow these laws either before or after juvenile crimes have been committed, to an extent. Teens are known to be rebellious at times, hence the reason these laws only apply to teenagers. This said, teens are also expected to receive punishment for these crimes just like any adult. Most teens would either have legal and safe plans after 11 p.m. or so, or otherwise not engage in criminal activities. While it is only right to punish teens who break the law, all other teens in the area should not have to be punished for crimes they did not commit. Today I will explain that teen curfew laws should not be enforced because they are too broad, are difficult to enforce, and often do not deter crime. First, let's start by looking at why teen curfew laws are too broad. Implementing teen curfew laws over an entire area is far too broad of a precaution. Teens, being close to reaching full adulthood, should be given certain rights, and the right to remain outside after dark is a very basic right that should be granted. As Greg Moran of the San Diego Tribune discussed, these laws are often too broad and may even violate youth's constitutional rights. While after dark is a somewhat ideal time to commit crimes, that does not inherently mean that a teen is any more likely to get into trouble than an adult. Some curfew laws go too far. Students may be punished for things like attending a social gathering at a private home. Other laws only allow teens to be out in public after established hours if they are accompanied by a parent. The next problem with teen curfew laws is that they are difficult to enforce. Teen curfew laws cause problems for local police departments. Officers are basically required to profile one group of citizens. It is difficult for officers to be able to differentiate a 17-year-old who would be required to abide the curfew from an 18-year-old who does not. Many teens are not violating any other laws other than being out past curfew. The laws waste time and resources. Officers spend a lot of time policing teens and checking ages. Civil rights and juvenile crime expert Alameda County Probation Chief David Muhammad believes that the laws can actually worsen the already difficult relationship between officers and the community they serve. Finally, the biggest reason to not adopt teen curfews is that they often do little to actually deter crime. Experts disagree on the effectiveness of curfew laws in reducing crime. Any actual drop in teen crime rates could also be coincidental, as crime rates in general are not necessarily so straightforward as to follow an exact pattern. Most information about the success of youth curfews are anecdotal and not based on data, according to the National Youth Rights Association. Joe Volve of Youth Today indicated that many police departments have actually seen an increase in crime after the implementation of curfews. These laws could also be considered unnecessary in that it is likely that some adults would disagree with the law's implementation as well. While the law may not be so strict as to forbid teenagers to stay outside with their parents, many parents could know that their child had plans and still object to the law. Many parents may give their children permission to engage in activities after the imposed curfew, thus making the parents in violation as well and taking away parental rights to enforce their own rules. There are too many inconsistencies to say that teen curfew laws are actually effective at lowering crime rates. Even though believing these laws should be put into place is understandable, I think the conflicts that would arise as a result would make the necessity of these laws invalid. It is quite possible that these new problems would outweigh the benefits of the curfew. The whole plan to implement these laws would be pointless if their intended effect even slightly wanders. If one teen were to rebel against these laws, then the law will have failed, as it would have been indirectly what caused the crime. When basic rights are taken into account, it is simply unfair to prohibit teens from staying out at night. While not legal adults, teens are mature enough to be aware of and obey the law at any time of day.